Scoop Sandwich here, and I've got a great story from the New York Post called Meet the Seemingly Unfireable Firefighter by Susan Edelman. It's a great story. It's a heartwarming story. It's got a great start. It's got a climax, a conclusion, and the end of the story, really warms your heart. It's about a woman named Wendy Tapia. She was an FDNY firefighter. She went through the academy, and the academy has certain standards, which is typical. In that academy, you have to pass a running test. You have to run a mile and a half in a certain amount of time, in 12 minutes. A mile and a half in 12 minutes. Not extremely difficult, but a lot of people can't do that. Now, she failed it 5 times. 5 times. Typically, you fail that test, they send you back through to the next. You basically fail out, and they allow you to get what's called recycled. You go back into the next class, and you try again. But I guess the FDNY really wants to hire female firefighters, because in this case, she failed it 5 times, and is now going to be taking it an unprecedented 6th time. And I think that's a good thing. I think, today's America in 2013, men and women don't have the same standards, and I think it's good that they make it really obvious. They're not trying to hide it. They're being right out up in front about it. Men and women have different standards. If you're a man, you fail. Well, that's too bad. You got to start over again. But a woman, I guess she fails and she gets to try again, and that's good. She's only one of 5 women out of the 285 recruits for the new class. So there weren't a lot of women trying out, and I personally went through an academy, and I remember they kind of pushed to make sure a certain number of women passed, even if they weren't quite up to par. Now, the class was hailed as the most diverse class in FDNY history. And again, that's good, because we know that diversity is really what's important. Diversity is our strength. Having the best firefighters, that's secondary. What you really want is you want diversity. You want enough black people, enough Spanish people, enough women, probably enough gays, transsexuals, whatever. You got to make sure it's diverse. Diverse is important. Another thing that's interesting is there was a firefighter that posted something online that said that she reports to work wearing our uniform. Fucking joke. And you know what? That's hate. That's hate speech. Why would they say something like that? I mean, sure, she didn't get held up to the same standards as the rest of the department, but that's no reason to be upset with her. I don't think that's a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing at all. This person is just, this person is probably old, probably white, probably insecure with the direction of the country, and is against progress. Probably voted for George Bush, probably twice. Voted for John McCain, Mitt Romney. And you know what? Who cares what that person thinks? That firefighter, doesn't matter. The FDNY knows what's important. Diversity is important. There's only 35 women out of 11,000 FDNY firefighters, and that's a travesty. We need some equality here. We've got to even these numbers up. Now, I remember there were many news stories about how they had to dumb down the tests to allow those of lower socioeconomic advantage to have a better chance to get hired as a firefighter. And now I guess they're going to have to lower the physical tests as well, and I think that's good. That's good. That's a good direction for our country to be heading. Lower the standards, base who gets what job on their race and their gender and their sexual orientation, and that's how you're going to bring about utopian society. I think that's how you really bring about a great new America. Scoop out.